Welcome to Jan's Views, a place where I share my views and listen to yours. Whether you are here for my artwork, live streams, shorts, or just for the giggles, please be assured I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that you will enjoy your time here on my channel. I would be eternally grateful if you would give a like to the video, consider subscribing and, dare I ask, even become a member. So without further ado, let's do this.
Good evening and welcome to Drama Friday. I hope you're all well. I'm taking my life in my hands because I've actually got the kitten out. Normally I put him away when I'm streaming, but he's sat next to me looking at me as if to say, oh, she's gone live while I'm sat here. So if I suddenly scream or disappear, it's because he's attacked me, because he likes to do that. So how the hell are you? It's lovely to see you in here. We've got Sasha. Hi, Sasha. And we've got Squish Squish. How you doing? And we've got Random Fish. Hey, Random Fish. You don't know what to do for dinner? I don't know, she said. I'm sure you'll think of something. It's Friday. Do you know, years ago, back in the day, every Friday, us Brits always used to have fish. Can't remember why. I think it's a religious reason. Anyway, you don't want to hear about that. And we've also got Capone, who's at work. So who else have we got in here? Have we got who else? Yeah, we've got Oakley, Jan. Oh, hang on. I've lost it. Jan, the hub says, hello, mate. How you doing? You having a good day over there? Oh, I love that we can, like, you know, he feels a bit of home, a bit of nostalgia when he hears me. Oh, I like that. So where are my girls? They're hiding. They'll be here in a minute. Yes, that's what it is. Catholics do that. I'm not Catholic. I'm actually Christian, which is, I know it's under the same umbrella. But I'm Church of England. Over here we call it Church of England. Only over here do we have a Church of England? Which is sort of makes sense, really. So yeah, they do it for Lent. No meat on a Friday. That's true. That's true. I don't know whether people still do it over here. I suppose if you're deeply religious, you might do. But yeah, I have to say, I don't really abide by that. I don't abide by many Christian rules, I have to say. But no reason for that other than I think we can still be classed as a certain faith without having to abide by all the rules. That's what I'm going to say. He does feel at home. That's good to know. How you doing, you old codger? I hope you're doing well, mate. Oh, God. So, guys, what are we going to talk about tonight on Drama Friday? It's Drama Friday. Da, 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 da. Anyway, there's a lot, isn't there? Honestly, it's difficult for me to know what to start with, but once we start, don't we? Firstly, I mean, everyone's getting struck. Everybody is getting struck. So what I'm saying is, be a bit more informative, be a bit more transformative. If you transformed what you were reacting to, then you're not going to get struck. Plain and simple. So all these people that are just sat there, talking about and playing the videos and da. No, you got to do a bit more. So yeah, so I think I saw that Gigi has been struck a couple of times over the last couple of days, and Yo Mama was, I think, and yeah, I mean. Yabba isn't messing about, and I mean, why not? I mean, if she was struck for the same thing, okay, all right, do what you want to do. I'm staying out of it, guys. It's like I'm not really interested. I'm not really interested in it. It's a bit of sort of light entertainment for me whilst I'm doing other things, and oh, I wish I could show you Oakley here. I've actually got a chair, the chair that I upholstered, sort of backs on to here, and he's just lying over the back of the chair. Yeah, you are a beautiful boy, though, aren't you? Anyway, yeah, so he might nod off. Oh, okay, Capone. Oh, okay. So she got a TOS violation. What was that for? And look at you being a member for 9 months. Goodness sake. Thank you so much, Capone. What was she struck for then? I've just thought, what? Oh, I know. Oh, okay. That's the reason, apparently. That's what Capone says. That's the reason. All right. So yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I mean, you see quite a lot going on Twitter. Yeah, Mama doesn't say a lot on Twitter for obvious reasons. But I sort of sense sort of a bubbling state of panic amongst amongst them. So yeah, I'm not worried. I mean, mainly because what I do is very transformative. So yeah, and I'm not stupid enough to play a whole load of somebody's video. It's just a bit silly. Probably bullying. Okay, who's she bullying? Who's she bullying? Okay. No one will strike me. No, because I sort of abide by the terms of service. Um, we have to. So yeah, I have too much class, darling. Absolutely, 100%. I have too much class. That's true. If I say that often enough, I believe it. It's not so much about having class; it's about being genuine and yeah, and doing things right. Do you know what? I decided I was going to put this up for you guys. Now, hang on a minute. Let's get rid of that. I had this all planned out, guys. I thought this might be a good idea to just sort of have, for those that are interested, to have a read of, because it does seem that some people don't understand the rules of streaming. That's way too small. So where did we go last time? We went there. That's it. So I thought we'll just have this up here. Hey, Bridge, how you doing? Right, let's move that out the way. I don't want you there. You coming up, girly? Let's do that and get our Bridge up. And Edna's probably dozed off somewhere in a stoned heap. But that's Edna for you. Yeah, so Bridge says, I don't have class. I like to cuss and piss people off. Well, yeah, I always believe there's more than one way to skin a cat. You know, that's one of my sayings. There's more than one way to skin a cat. Talking of which, my little man is purring away here. You're trying to find your earbuds. I don't know what I did with sort yourself out, woman. Just sort yourself out. Anyway, so as I was saying, I thought it was a good idea to have a look at this, some streamer notes, because it does seem that, get your ass up here then, all right, just sort yourself out, because somebody's not doing a good job over there. Somebody can't even find her her earbuds. She needs to sort herself out. Right, anyway, so yeah, so I was thinking it might be quite good, because I know they watch. If they don't watch, they get other people to watch, like little Miss Hikati, you know, that Hikati bird, that one. So as a live streamer, reading your chat is crucial for several reasons, including ensuring compliance with the platform's terms of service. See? Do you hear that, guys? That's true. Hey, Edna, how you doing, girlie?
Hey, Jen, I'm doing good. I'm nice and relaxed.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
Chat.
Guys,
Sorry.
run. She's relaxed. God help us. She's relaxed. I like it when you're relaxed. As long as you don't doze off, I'm all right.
No, I
But I
took
mean,
my nap beforehand, so I'm nice and alert. Well, as alert as I'm gonna be. Yeah.
I took a nap earlier, actually. Hang on,
Aren't
I'm
they
trying.
good?
Oh, I have to sometimes. It's like, I lead such a busy life. I do, actually. Right, why is that not saving? For God's sake. Hang on a minute. I'm plastering. This is me
Oh,
in a
no
plaster.
worries.
Uh,
Hey, Capone. Hey,
right, it
Squish.
won't let me. Right, go there, go there. Right, save. Save. I want you in the little box. Oh, well, you're on top of me, but hey, doesn't really matter. I think once Bridge comes up, it'll sort itself out. Yeah, I had a nap earlier as well. And Oakley, I love him so much. He naps on the
Oh,
sofa with me, and
right.
after he's knocked 7 bells out of me. But yeah, so he was on the sofa with me. He's going to be a mummy's cat. He is.
Oh,
The kerfuffle I had with Aska with him today. Aska was being a right bitch. I'm telling you.
really?
Yeah, and even when I was distracting Oakley
Mm-hmm.
with a toy, Aska was still like, sort of growling at him. So I had to tell her off. I said, that's enough. I'm done. I'm done with this. It's been over a month. I'm done. Get over the fact that Oakley now lives here with us. Okay, whether you
Oh,
like it
man.
or not. All right. So at the moment I can see she's sat in the garden with her back to me, so she can get on with it. So other things anyway, before we go on with this, how are you, Edna? Are you good?
Oh, I'm doing.
Someone's found her earplugs.
Oh,
How are
hey,
you,
Brit.
Edna? Hey,
Oh, I'm doing
Bridge.
well.
You know what? I did not find my earbuds.
Oh,
I have these big old headphones that I got like a long time ago, but
I
it
prefer
didn't work
those.
out.
I think
Really?
it tells everybody, like, listen, I got other things that I'm doing here. Don't bother me.
I'm a big streamer.
Yeah.
Well, I've been sort of having words with my microphone because I've noticed when we all three of us are on here, it dips in and out,
It
in and out.
does.
But when I'm doing my videos on their own, it does sort of dip a little bit, but not to the same degree. So I'm wondering whether it might be more of an issue with StreamYards as opposed to my actual mic.
Probably
Oh,
because
yeah.
StreamYards does mess up a lot.
Yeah. So that's what I think it is. So anyway, Bridge, and Edna, I was going over the streamer notes because I think that some people, all right, we know that some people are a little bit illiterate. We know
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
So I thought it would be a good idea to do one of my little PowerPoint presentations just to explain what you should be doing as a live streamer.
Mhm.
Because it seems that some people aren't doing that. And they're not sort of watching what people are saying in their chat.
Mhm.
And I think, I think that's not a very good idea. So
Now,
anyway, as I said,
I was gonna
so
say, because like I've watched some streamers and they don't watch the chat, like they're doing their show, which is
yeah,
cool. But then they'll go back and of course, read the super chats or anything that's important that stood out to them. So they still read it, but it may be after the fact while they're still doing the show.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I realized because we've only got like 4 people in the chat and 3 of us on panel, I know it's easy for me to read the chat. So I know it's not an issue for me, but I'm the same as you, Bridge. I watch some people that don't even relate to the chat.
Mhm.
But you
It's,
know what? I think it's a real skill to, manage the chat and the little side conversations that happen, but still stay on topic of what's
Right.
going on stream. And everybody can't do it. It
Mhm.
is a lot to manage.
yeah, yeah. Um, right. So let's finish with this, and then we can move on to the next bit. So obviously, one of the first things, or one of the most important things, is to make sure that people in your chat are not, you know, breaking any rules, breaking any terms of services
Mhm.
rules. Um, and it also says moderation. By keeping an eye on your chat, you can swiftly address any inappropriate or harmful messages,
Mhm.
which is what I do. I mean, if someone comes in and they're acting the maggot, then I'm like, right, okay, kick them out.
Calm it
Mhm.
down. Take a
Yeah.
moment. Relax.
Squish Squish says 2.5 of us are working. Aster, you're not coming in. Forget it. Can't behave yourself. Goodness sake. And then it says regularly interacting with your chat helps build a sense of community and keeps your audience engaged. I
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
I like that. Then again, it's easy for us
Yeah.
because there's more of us in the panel than there is the chat. So that's easy. So you may be wondering, now, how are we going to do this, right? You may be wondering, what made me think of this? Let me tell you what made me think of this, right? Get that off and get this on. Right. This is what made me think of it.
Mhm.
I don't know if you can read it up close. I certainly can't. But, oh, and we're in the wrong place now. Will you get off, you two? Anyway, basically, I don't know if any of you are familiar with this person called Sam R.
Mm-mm. Uh-uh.
in
Oh, I'm blocked by
Australia.
them because I can't see them.
Right. It's interesting that you should say that because I was watching the chat because I planned on talking on it. Let's see if I
Mhm.
can move us out of the way so that people can, if people are interested, they can see what's going on. Right, where are we? We're in that one, aren't we? So let's put us there.
Oh, okay.
Shall we go there? or shall we go up a bit high? Let's go up a bit higher. Okay. Right. Shut your face, you two. Just stop. All right.
Just
Just shut
moving
your
us
face.
around, just pushing us
We're just
around.
floating up.
I just
Okay.
look at you all around. There we are. Look, there we are. That's better. You know,
Nice.
I'm pernickety. Anyway, now if you look, it's on the right hand side one. They were touching on racism, and I think
Mhm.
somebody had pulled something up, or said something about, racism. And if you look there, he's then started putting up like watermelon, chicken
Right.
drumsticks, and something else that I can't see from here. And I thought, do you know what? I've seen him before, and I've often wondered.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, I think so as well. So you know who I'm talking about, do you, Random Fish?
Oh,
And I'll tell you something
okay.
else he
Huh.
does, which I think is very interesting, is he deletes his posts very soon afterwards,
Mm-hmm.
which is really odd. So I had to get on there quick.
And
I had to,
screenshot. You were screenshot.
I was,
Pulling the
I was a
trigger.
good one. I was such a good one. I was so proud of myself. So proud of me aged self I was. But I'm
Oh
telling
my
you guys,
goodness.
keep an eye on
Yeah.
this one.
So
It is
he
weird.
says because I'm reading, he says emojis aren't racist. That's when he put up a watermelon and then the chicken.
Yes.
Right.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm glad you can read it. And then I thought,
Yeah.
oh, maybe I'm just being a bit,
But then
a bit sensitive. And I thought, no, because it's not the first time
no.
that I've seen it.
But then he backs it up with we all originate from Africa.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I'm like, but he hasn't got a picture up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay. Yeah, and then because I was, purposely looking at the chat, I noticed that it doesn't take it down straight away, because if you take it down straight away, then you can see it comes up, comment retracted
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
or redacted or whatever. But he keeps it up for a certain amount of time and then takes it down. I think it's a sock, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who it is.
Hmm.
And
Jan,
yeah.
you have it on top messages. You have to be sure to do all live messages so then you don't
No,
miss.
I always have it on live. I always have it on live.
No, because in the screenshots it says top messages.
Do you see where it's yeah.
Oh, well spotted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it says live chat. Oh, okay, all right. But
But
anyway,
still, you should be able to see it. Like if you go back, even if it's on top messages, you should still be able to see
Yeah,
it
no,
since you
I'm
can
just
see it
saying
now.
I just wonder if there's even more that we're
Oh
not
yeah,
seeing,
yeah.
because this is pretty damning right here.
yeah. Well, that's why I did it, and that's why I did all that spiel on, how. And there was a bit also on there that says, where is it? I've lost it now. No, I've taken it down, but it actually says that you are responsible for, or you can be held responsible for what your chat says. So I just think old Slow-Mo over there needs to be careful.
Well, I mean, if maybe he needs to have a moderator meeting because since we know that he cannot read, then he
Yeah.
should have his moderators be on top of that.
Absolutely. And I mean, I've seen him before, and do you know what? I went to screenshot something that he'd said a while ago, and when I went to look at it, it was gone. And I thought, oh, well, that's weird. So yeah, he knows exactly what he's doing. Whether he's just being provocative or not, I don't know. But I just think if someone came in and did that in here, they'd be out on their ear. There's no messing about with that.
Mm-hmm.
And him saying, oh yeah, but you can't be racist with with emojis. Well, yes, you
Yes,
can
you
actually. So
Yeah.
yeah, just stay over there, Sam. I hope your mama's happy with you. Shares his chicken with you. Yeah. Right, I need to look at the chat.
Oh,
Yeah, right, okay, he blocks everyone. Yeah, he hasn't blocked me. Half of the people can see him, half can't. Yeah, he's just very sneaky. I don't know what I put on the other side. Can you read what I put on the other side?
What
There's
is
something
this?
I pointed out on there as well. I
Emily.
can't read it.
It says, "Yo, why you tagging that poor Evie?"
Oh, that was it. I was gonna say, Yo Mama actually added Evie on a video where he said that FFG was the same as Martha, and he added Evie.
What the heck? If this was recent that he
Yes, I'll
because
show you. Hang on, honey. I'll show
is
you.
that Evie that's in chat?
I thought it
In
was
what chat? No, Evie
it's
wasn't in his chat. Evie wouldn't go in his chat.
Evie's the guy from a
Okay.
long time. Evie's the guy from a long time ago, right? The camping guy that FFG thought was so
Right,
cute.
but there's somebody with like an Everest name in chat, and I was just wondering, is
Yeah,
that
somebody
Evie?
does use his name. Capone's telling me
Oh,
off.
okay.
Oh, hang on a minute. All right, Capone. It's normally me telling her off. It sucks because
I
apparently
can't
they're
believe
funny because everyone
22.
laughs. No. Sorry, Edna. Timing, love. What?
Yeah, I know. Sorry. I said, yeah, Capone. I can't believe he's 22.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
Mama
mean,
was saying
it's like
stereotype.
a
He was
baby.
making
That's too
fun of.
young to.
You just keep talking, love, and I'll get up what I need to get up. Go on. You keep on, my lovely. Go on,
I'm just,
Edna. Go for it.
oh, it's
Gonna
okay.
I'm gonna smack her upside her head one day.
Just count to 3, Edna, before you talk. Before you think about talking, just count to 3, and then talk.
Oh my god. What were you saying, Edna? What were you saying, lovely?
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Now she's gonna say, wait for it. Now she's gonna say, oh no, it doesn't matter. Now that we've stopped everything, she'll say, oh no, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I've got to read this. Right. So yeah, I saw that. He was talking about Kalari's husband.
Why?
Because he's a pig. Sorry, there's no other word. Because he's no better than the other people that just attack people. All he does is attack their looks, but tries to make out that, he's calling out hypocrisy. No, they
What did he have
just,
to say about her husband?
I don't know. Capone, what did he say? I'm trying to read down here. I was going in on, okay. Squish Squish says I was going in on Yo Mama. He didn't like it. Wasn't even about him. Weirdo. I know. Right. Okay. Let me just. Her husband thought the place in Black Panther was a real place and said he got
Oh,
outled.
that's right. Okay, that was kind of funny.
But listen, okay, in her husband's defense, it was based on a lot of real things. Wakanda was based on a lot of real things. And then
Girl, they
Wakanda.
was in spaceships.
No, but it's like what's
He
the
reminded
word?
me of this little kid I used to
You talk
that I
about the New
used to
York
like
story again,
babysit, where he thought
Edna.
uh,
We have heard this story about 50 times.
Listen, I don't even know what Black Panther is.
The movie.
I don't watch a lot of movies.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie,
What
Janet.
is
At least the first one.
Yeah, the Avengers.
You should watch it, Jan.
What, the Avengers?
No, not the Avengers, just Black Panther. Because I'm not into all this.
Sorry.
Do I have to bash your heads together, you two? What's happening?
No, listen, yeah, because I'm not into all the superhero movies and stuff like I used to be when I was a kid. But Black Panther, it is a superhero movie, but it's a Black superhero movie. And it does take elements of like real life too that has happened in history within like Black American history and stuff like that. So it's
Oh,
it's a
okay.
very good movie. You should watch it.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Because
Okay.
I actually had this
Yeah.
white man take me out on a date to watch it, and I don't think he really knew what it was going to be about. And like at the end, he was just like, "Did you know what this movie was going to be about?" I was like, "Yeah, I knew. You didn't know."
I mean, Black Panther isn't a bad movie. It's not like 7 Years a Slave or something. That
Right,
would be
right.
out of pocket. Yeah.
See, I'm not great about fiction. I'm not really a sort of fiction-y type person.
Mhm.
Yeah, I prefer true stories.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, okay, I'll give it a watch. I've got to catch up with my chat. I think there must be 6 of them in here today because I can't keep up, girls.
Moving too fast.
So if you see anything, just jump on it for me. So we've got to say
Okay.
hi to Barley. Hey Barley, I hope you're well, darling. I hope you've had a good day. Oh, is it Steve's birthday?
Yeah, happy birthday,
Happy
Steve.
birthday, Steve. Do we have to play the music? Hang on one sec.
Do
Right.
we have a happy birthday?
Shut up, Brid. Happy birthday. Go. There we are, that'll do. So happy birthday, Steve. I hope you have a good day. Oh, right. I'm still trying to get down my things. Okay. So Random Fish says, hi, just for your information, I find it funny yet unstable. I find you funny yet unstable. I'm weird. Oh, should I be reading this?
I don't want to be fake. Thought you should know I don't mess with you all that way like that. Okay. All the way like that. Okay. All right, Squishy.
Right. Squish, squish. That is very kind of you to say. No, but quite honestly, be open in the chat. Maybe I shouldn't have sort of read that out. But what I will say is, Barley, shut your face, you two.
Squish was like, I don't fuck with you, Jan, just to let you know. But I'm here. But I'm here.
No. Well, of all the ones to come and tag on. Oh Lord, this is where I come unstuck a little bit, ladies, because I don't always read what I'm clicking on, so I need somebody else to do it. Oh yeah, that's off subject. I'm trying to stay on subject, right? Dreaming of Everest is a user, exactly. Jan, you need to oh hi Ivana, how are you? Ivana have sex. Ivana have sex is in the house. I do sometimes remember, but I'm not. Yeah, I must do that more. Thanks for your advice, darling. Right, where at? Can anyone see?
Oh.
Yeah, her husband is white. So both of my husbands were white.
Kalani, what's her name? Kalari's husband?
Yeah.
Okay.
Her husband's
There you
white.
go.
But they just ripped him to pieces, and I thought, oh, leave the man alone. For God's sake. There's just no need for that. I mean, he hasn't really done anything, but of course, old slow-mo's up there, like, ridiculing him, and, he needs to stop just picking on people's looks, He calls Jan the British woman because of the heavy accent. I haven't got a heavy accent. What are you talking about? That even made me laugh. Right, where are we? Girls, if you see something you wanna say, then
So Highlight Grocery says that Squish wasn't talking about you, Jan. When he said I don't really mess with you like that, they weren't talking about you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Squish, squish,
Yeah.
taking a piss. Squish, squish, go and sit on the naughty step. Whole 6 in chat. Greatest chat of all time. Yay! And don't you forget it. Don't you forget it. Right. You can read one if you want, girls. Right. I did this specially for us. All right. Because we do the real entertainment over here. Anyway, what I was going to say, right, oh, hang on, Barley. Jan, don't read this. Oh, okay, I won't.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Oh God, we're so
Belly,
together over here, aren't we?
did anybody get a chance to see the baby reindeer post before they were taken down? I
Mm-mm.
just couldn't. Oh man, I asked her about the comparisons. You know, if she had any comment, and she said she hadn't seen it, so she would see it and see if she could review it if it wasn't too triggering for her. But I don't know if she got triggered or what. Somebody told me that she made some community posts about it, but I haven't made my way over to them.
Hun, I honestly, I swear to God,
Fascinated.
I
Wouldn't
haven't
you
got a
want to know her
clue
point of view?
who you're
Yeah,
talking about.
I
Who are
want
you
you.
talking about,
Yeah.
Edna?
Oh my god! Like, okay.
What?
Are you talking about PG?
Yes.
You know what?
Oh,
Uh,
we don't go over to that part of the internet,
listen,
darling.
Edna read something. Edna read something, did not give context, and then just started talking about it.
I didn't have a bloody clue
I
what she's
didn't
on
read it out
about.
loud.
Yeah, you
Oh,
said
I'm
it out
sorry.
loud, Edna. Oh dear. Oh, even
Oh.
the cat's left the room. Right, highlight groceries. No, we're not high. Only one of us is.
Yes, just
And
one.
yeah, and I think it's the youngest one of us. But the rest of us, we just like to laugh. We just laugh all the time. That's what we're about. We just laugh.
Mm.
Okay, Edna. So it's something about okay, right, okay. So it's something about PG's baby reindeer stream. Are you
Oh,
saying that she
yeah,
got
going off of Bally's comment. She said, Jan, don't. Oh, sorry. So the one that she doesn't want us to read reminded me of the stream, and that's why I was talking about PG. That's why I didn't say it out loud because I was respecting Bally's wishes. Sorry.
oh, okay, all right. Um, hang on, I need to get rid of that big one. Hang on, no, just bear with. I'm here. Listen, you can like who you like over here. I don't care. I honestly don't give a monkeys. Oh, you know, come over here, say what you want to say. As long as you're nice to us, show us respect, show people in the chat respect, you're good. You know, that's it. We don't care where you go. I mean, Edna, she's everywhere. She's like, yeah, we're not precious. Okay, what's Barley saying? Edna, today I searched for email address and found. I also wrote my story there. Okay. We see if I get a reply to my email. Who did you write an email to? That's purple glitter, Ivana.
Oh no.
Yeah. Anyway, I've got his page up here now. So let me stop that and just share because
Valley,
we were
that surprised me too.
right. Oh God, that's tiny. How am I going to make that bigger then? Right. Okay. Look. So if you look on here, look at how now this is somebody that's not doing it for the money. All right. It's not doing it for the money, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So if you look here, this one here, Travelers. Let's move it over a bit. How do I get that over there? There. Traveller's Tale. He actually atted him.
Mm-mm.
Can you believe that? And I've also noticed, like, right, Traveller's Tale, Evie was French fried girl, baby reindeer. I
Mm-mm.
mean, that is just pathetic. I'm sorry. That's just pathetic.
Like, because we haven't heard about this guy in so long, and from the last I heard, he kind of wanted to be left alone. Like, he does not want to be part of any of this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But, you know, the thing with Slow-Mo is that he will just regurgitate drama over and over
Yeah.
and over
Yeah.
again. And that's all he does. He never brings anything new. I'm trying to get rid of this great big banner I've
You
got.
know what? I think originally it would have been fine, but like him not reading chat was, kind of worked against him because people were telling him, "All right, we get it. Like, move
Yeah,
on. Like, we're over it." And he just refused.
yeah, and I think that's what the other part was. I'm glad you said that because I noticed that as well. People were saying, "Right, move on. This is old news. You know,
Mhm.
this isn't news anymore." And he was just going on and on and on and on, and then he went on to attack Kalari's husband, and I was like, "Do you know what? You're just a nasty little man, really.
Uh-huh.
That's all
Yep.
he is. He's just a nasty little man." But yeah, I found that quite interesting, that he's actually got the nerve to at the guy, you
Look,
know, so desperate to be recognized
like
by
Evie is in his own little world, doing his little travels, doing his little vlogs and stuff like that. Like, mm-mm.
I
And could
know.
you imagine thinking you're just on top of the world at 22, 23,
Yeah.
Right.
and then the girl world to be thrown upon him?
All these
That's not
old
fair.
people, like all these old people after you talking about
Yeah.
stuff.
They don't know no means no.
Right.
Yeah. Oh dear. I know, Sasha. I know. If you type in Yo Mama, on YouTube, you get this other guy.
Yeah, that yellow guy.
Yeah, it's some sort of yellow looking thing. And yeah, I mean, why change it? That's another thing I wanted to discuss.
Hmm.
Did you hear he was going over again how he got his name? And there were so
Oh,
many
right.
contradictions to
What
his story
what'd he say?
because
Really?
what
I thought it was pretty consistent from what I
no.
remembered him saying before.
No, do I have to play it?
Yeah, go
Oh,
for it.
I'm gonna have to find it. Hang on a sec. Was it in the last one? Right. Okay. Was it in that one? Oh, do you know what? I told myself yesterday I am never gonna watch him again. I'm never gonna put him on my channel again because he is just so awful. He's
Mm.
just,
let
yeah.
let me see. Like I just realized like I hadn't even thought about him or spoke or tweeted about him in a while because like Tasha's
Mhm.
been gone because she hasn't been updating us.
Yeah. Right. Hang
Calm
on.
down.
Shut up. Right, you're going to hear me say a lot of shut ups. I'm sorry. Right, this was 3 days ago. Is this the one when he was going over? Can someone help me and tell me which one it was where he was going over how he got the name? Is that the last one he's done then?
I don't think so.
Well, that is 23. Is that one? Okay. Oh God, shut up.
The turntables? What are you talking about? A DJ?
Right, okay. Let's put it there and then it can see it a bit better. You know how pernickety I am? Right, okay. Make him bigger. Not that he deserves to be made bigger. All his life he's wanted to be bigger and he just isn't. He's just a very little insignificant little man. Right, okay. Right, okay. I thought you said something else there, Bridge,
Huh.
about the
Oh.
subs. And I'll tell you why. Have you noticed have you noticed that although he seems to be getting the subs, he's not getting the views? He still doesn't get over 2K views. That's interesting, guys.
Yeah, it is.
It's very interesting. But if you look at Gorlick in comparison, Gorlick gets good views. He can get 11K views, but not Slow Mama. So let's see if, oh God, I'm going to have to guess where it is now. Let's see. I don't think I saw that bit. I kept coming out. Do you want to see where he just goes for Kalari?
Yeah.
Right, well, the bit that I was going to talk about was that he said he got his name from his teacher, okay? Pete Salone gave him 500. Well, we know who's keeping Finickety. Squish, squish. We know who's keeping his channel afloat.
I couldn't believe when he was like, if I get 100 today,
Yeah.
like he was calling her out or something.
You know what's funny is that he's so deluded. He actually feels that he's really doing good now because he's got 2 people that keep buying his subs for him. He really thinks that he's doing well, but you've only got to look at look at the people that chat. It's the same group of people. Look at the people that comment. The same group of people, and look at how many views he gets. He doesn't get good views. So yeah, but let him carry on with his deluded little self. Right, okay. What was I going to say? Yeah, I want to get this story out. I wish I could find it. Hang on one sec. Let me see if it was further on when he was talking about, was it here?
He gotta go.
I just
always fried. I'm just curious.
I just can't with the fake laughter anymore. Right, there's Kalari's husband. Can you see him? Right, there he is there. But I think, I kept dipping in and dipping out. Because I mean, when he likened FFG to Martha in Baby Reindeer, I thought, I just can't. No, I'm leaving. So I did, but then I checked back in again, and it's just like, it's like going to a disastrous comedy session where each comedian fails miserably to make anyone laugh other than himself.
Right.
That's what his show is. Well, it's not a show. That's what his live streams are like. He is the only one that's laughing. And I'd rather listen to a pneumatic drill than his fake maniacal laughter. I can't deal with it anymore. Oh, and the final straw was when he mispronounced the word organic as organic. He said organic. That was enough for me. I was out of there. I thought I just can't anymore. So let's see. We'll try this bit here. What's he talking about?
He did whatever. Just because you hear somebody say something in rap lyrics, he's just doing what every other artist does. Every other artist lies and fabricates. Not all of them are real.
Really? You know that, do you? Little pinhead? All right. We believe you. Thousands wouldn't.
But hey, man, it is what it is. I mean, people are just morons. But I expect that. So anyway, thank you guys for joining.
Stop that, Sasha. Stop it.
That would be like torture. Like somebody puts you in a chamber and then just is playing his laugh over and over again for 24 hours.
Wouldn't it be awful?
The torture technique that they use in war.
Yes, because they used to do that, didn't they? They used to
Yes.
play like a crying baby or
Mhm.
something. So yeah, it'd be awful. So I'm annoyed I didn't
Okay,
put that
okay,
down.
so what does he say about I'm curious as to what Kalari's husband had said about Black Panther.
Oh,
Right,
all
because
right
it's so
then.
hard.
Okay, let's play a bit of this then. I just don't like the fact that really all he's doing is mocking her.
Yes.
I mean, and this woman has put herself out there.
Mhm.
You know, she doesn't have any bells or whistles. She's come on as herself.
Mhm.
Now, whether you agree with the things that she says, I think is a different matter. You know, then you can, react to that. But don't just make fun of the fact that she comes on, she doesn't bother with makeup. That's not her vibe.
Mhm.
She's just who she is. But this idiot just spends the whole time mocking her. That's not nice.
And
That's
it's
No, it's
mean.
not.
especially when she said that she doesn't want to engage with him. She mentioned him on her channel one time and said that was going to be it. She didn't even want to say his name. Like
Yeah.
nobody wants to play with you, dude.
Yeah. Nobody. And that's why I wasn't going to talk on him, but um it was either that or Hussey, because we know that Hussey can't wait for me to talk on him. Sorry, Hussey, you're irrelevant. And I'm so glad that you lost your court case. That's all I'm going to say. And the other thing I'm going to say is Negs and DC, because then you can't say anything, can you?
Nah, DC.
Yeah. Next. There you go, hustler. You're lucky. I brought your name up. Anyway, let's get back to this moron.
Or what the hell she believes. But she's about to tell us and talk to us about who's black and who's not black. Roll it.
Oh, is she trying to out black
Point
too?
blank, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, she's
Looks
trying to
like
out
it.
black. Oh, okay. You want
Right, hang on a sec. Right. His junior high principal called him Yo Mama because he was always insulting everyone with Yo Mama jokes. He read all the books. His mum
That's a lie.
when school called asking for Yo Mama. I don't believe that.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't believe
For
that.
the simple fact that he said he read some books, lies.
Yeah.
Lies.
Exactly. Oh, and the other thing that I found contradictory, I don't know, like when he said junior high, and then he said everyone in the school started calling him Yo Mama, and I'm like, what was there, like 10 people in that school?
Right.
So you're telling me that when that head teacher or when that teacher called you that in the corridor, that everybody in the school heard him call you that, so they then called you Yo Mama. It's crap.
Yeah.
As we would say
I
over
don't
here,
know though. I could see something like that catching on.
of course you would. Yeah.
No, no. It just reminds me of a friend where, like, we were all sitting around and he said something stupid, and I was like, "Oh, that's your new name," and we all call him that for. Okay, I think we would probably still refer to him to that.
He
About
probably
it.
What, to the point that when the school phoned his house, they asked for Yo Mama? Can you
No.
believe that?
No, I don't think he was saying the school phone, but
No,
people
he
from
did.
school.
He did. He did.
Okay.
He said the school phoned, and when his mum picked up, she was like, "Oh, who?" Like he was laughing his usual, fake laughter. But yeah, that's what he said. And I thought that can't be true. I don't I don't believe that. No people from school. Hang
Yeah,
on.
I know.
Yeah. Shut your face, Sasha.
People from
Shut your
school.
face. Yeah, so that was one story that I didn't believe when he said that. That and his mum was like, that's it. What he said was when his mum found out, she wasn't very happy about it, but then she kind of got used to it. And I'm like, really?
Why would his mom be mad about a nickname?
I know. And why would a school, I cannot believe that a school would phone using a child's nickname.
No, they clarified, right? They said that the people from school would call, like the other kids when they would call
Yeah.
Okay.
his house.
Okay. All right. I take it back. Okay. Thanks, Random Fish. I take that back then. I obviously misheard there. I still don't believe a word he's saying about it.
I don't
And then
either.
and then what was the other thing he said? Oh, I can't remember. But wouldn't you think if you started a YouTube channel and you saw that there was like, you know, another person using the same name as you, wouldn't you think, oh, maybe I'll use a different name so that people can find me easier?
Well, because
No, because this
he's
has been his name for years at this
well,
point.
because he started his little video game and stuff with that name. That was his username. And so I guess when he started doing social media, he wanted everything to be consistent.
Bye, Squish Squish. Yeah, I get that. But I mean, if anyone new is looking for him, they have to, they have to find the other guy first. The other guy's got
Yeah,
what? About a
true.
million subs or something?
He should have went with Black Jesus. You remember that was
Oh, exactly. That was another point I wanted to make. He used to call himself Black Jesus. Oh my God. I mean, that just shows the delusion of the little man. And I think that is, I mean, I understood that he came from quite a religious family. I'm surprised that they would have been happy with that. I wouldn't be happy with that. I think that's what's the word? I'm trying to think of the word. It's gone out of my head. Anyway, never mind. Okay.
Did a really good deep dive about the history between these two. You could see the attitude between Kendrick doing this friendly beef with Control and getting people hyped up. They're like, hey, he said my name. Hey, I'm gonna give this back. Hey.
Yeah, blasphemy. That's it. I find that very blasphemous. 100%. Hi, G. I haven't seen you for a long time. I hope you're well, darling. Yes, no, he's not Kanye West at all. Although I think he'd like to be.
We're gonna get this back and forth. We're gonna get our bag.
Right.
Drake was the only one with his fucking feelings hurt.
Yeah.
So I think this was a great introductory to why this beef kept brewing, because everybody else took it as, let's challenge ourselves, let's push harder. Drake got his feelings fucking hurt.
Right.
And taking petty jabs and sneak diss tracks. And it's just like, you know what? If you're going to be in this system, you need to know how to navigate it. But I want to get to this other.
If you're going to be in this system, you got to know how to navigate it.
Okay.
Do you know what's so ironic? And I can't even think of the word ironic and pathetic about this is watching like the village idiot trying to understand a very eloquent woman who has her views on something that's quite important that has got to do with race, and just watch the way he reacts to this. Bridge, have you got anything to say, darling?
I'm just waiting for him to say something something important about or like, what is there to make fun of with this? I don't get it.
Exactly.
He just couldn't wait to support light skin. Like it was
light skin, team dark skin. Oh my goodness.
Is it really? Is that what it's about?
If I remember correctly, that's where he took it. And it's like, that's not what we was saying at all. Because it was because he took it to like it's like you can be black in many different ways, like culturally black, or you could be racially, like nobody's denying that Drake is in, multiracial. He's part black, but culturally, he was raised by a white mother and a white grandmother. How is he? You know what I mean? So for him to, I don't. It was just frustrating.
Okay,
I need to hear what he has to say so I can.
Yeah, I'm just going to add this caveat that I haven't got a clue what it's about, but I do like listening to intelligent people, and I think Kalari is intelligent, so I'm quite happy
hmm
to listen along, and just laugh at the fact that this pathetic little human jester thinks that he can even partake in a decent, intelligent conversation.
hmm
Oh man. First of all, between the two, Kendrick and Drake, I think it's just more just like industry shit, music. It's not nothing where it's like I really give two shits about.
Then why are you
But
covering
it's
it?
just I just find it funny that some people kind of believe that, the way you're raised or the way you grow up, that means you're more blacker than this person or that.
He just doesn't get it, does
Like,
he?
tell
He
me you
doesn't
don't
get it.
right. Tell me you don't understand the nuance without telling me you don't understand it. Gosh.
It's
And
just
then to top it off, not only the way that you're raised, but everybody has already been talking about how Drake didn't act like this when he was younger. He was on TV, he was on Degrassi High or whatever it was, and he was corny. He was a cornball. And when he first came out, he was a cornball and people made fun of him. All the other rappers made fun of him because he was so corny. And then he has adopted this persona over the years.
Right.
Yeah, we've got some interesting chat here, girls. If you want to answer it, because I don't know anything about Drake.
Mhm.
I'm getting an idea of the situation, but if you want to say something, jump on these comments in here. So if Yo Mama stopped laughing, blowing his blowhorn and repeating himself, his streams would only be 35 minutes long. That's very true. That is very true. So from what I understand, then this is all about colorism then, is it?
No, it's not colorism. It's somebody that is being fake and has been, and like Drake has been fake throughout his career. And then even people were talking about too, that when he's around black people, okay, he puts on his little black scent or whatnot. But then when he goes back to Toronto, then all of a sudden he's talking like a Toronto person.
Okay.
So yeah,
Is that wrong? Is that wrong?
it's people are saying it's fake. Like
Yeah.
you weren't all in the black scene talking, saying slang and having a black, like, where did this black scent come from that he puts on sometimes that's in his music? Where did it come from? It's fake.
Yeah. Okay. I kind of get that, but I think
Like,
because of go on.
I was gonna say, because I mean, there is a difference between like code switching, like you code switch when you're around different people, but
Yeah.
his is just like a fake thing.
But why is it a fake thing? Just because he does it in public?
Yeah, he does it around around certain people, and he
It's
tries to.
hard to it's like the way he's with that girl, Sexy Red. It's
Mhm,
just it's like the way he positions himself next to certain people, or like the way he kind
mhm.
of just moves. It's just it doesn't seem genuine.
Okay. Okay, let's hear some more of this.
I'm pro black. I'm black and you're not, kind of thing. It's weird. Like, being black is just being black. Your daddy black. You're black. You know what I mean? This whole thing about if you went to a private school over a public school, like, it's weird. Watch
What is he
this.
talking about?
Creator, because
That's exactly it. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He
What?
honestly doesn't. And the thing is, right, we're us three, right, we're all black women. On the surface, we're all black women, okay? I was brought up by whites,
Mhm,
okay? But I'm still perceived as a black woman,
mhm,
even though my mother was white.
mhm,
Now, I understand that Bridge also had a lot of like white influence because you were brought up in a white area, right?
mhm, mhm.
And then you've got Edna, who is black through and through, like black through and through,
Actually,
and
no.
all that business.
I went to predominantly white schools.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, all right. I was
Yeah,
only
so
joking with you there, Edna.
oh,
She's hood. She been in the hood. She from East St. Louis. She ain't never seen no white people before in her life.
Goodness. East St. Louis, don't put me with the
But I was just trying to sort of make that plain to people that weren't really aware of it. And I think, people like Yo Mama don't understand that. They don't understand that you can be black, but you're not necessarily going to be the same as the next black person. And everybody sees themselves differently. And that has something to do with your upbringing, I think.
I want to touch on this, what Gia said. While Toronto has a lot of Black residents and Jamaican influence, there's a difference between Black Americans and Black Canadians. And Drake tries to act like a Black American, which he is not.
So what's the difference then? Tell me what the difference is.
I think he has like ties, or he spent some time in Atlanta and Houston.
Okay. Okay.
Stop it, Bridge. Let us say a bit. It was in Atlanta.
No, I mean, in statement, that's where I think he gets it from.
Okay, I went to Atlanta too.
Yeah, I know, right?
I've got squabbles on my panel.
No, this ain't a squabble. Like she understands what I'm saying.
I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like saying that you've been to a place one time, or even if you spent a couple of months or a couple of years there, it doesn't mean that that's where you're from necessarily.
Yeah,
but that's
just like
how he's adopted the.
What that reminds me of, you remember that there was that Asian girl that went viral a few months ago, and she had this black scent, and everybody's like, oh no, this ain't for real. And she like, nah, because I grew up in Atlanta. I did this. I've been around black people. Come to find out, this girl was from Nebraska. They found some old videos of her talking normally, like she was faking. She was doing the Drake thing.
Is that a saying now then, doing the Drake thing?
It should be.
No.
It should be.
Okay, so Blake's dad is a Black American. Okay.
But he's not a Black American. He grew up in Toronto, right? He grew up in Canada.
Yeah, but his father's a Black American.
That doesn't matter. Because his influence was Canada. He was shaped by Canada.
Bye, Squish Squish.
Just his dad.
See you soon, darling. Take care.
That's like saying, like, Jan, your dad is Jamaican, but at the same time, you weren't, like, you have learned about Jamaica and stuff like that, but you weren't really influenced by their culture.
No, I wasn't. I mean, I'm learning more about it over the years, but yeah, no, I'm still like a Brit, really. So yeah, you've got a point. Are you laughing at me? Timber did fool us all. Yeah. So what do we think about that? Look at Timber, woman's white as a sheep, but sounded black. She did sound black. But
let me tell you this. So I went out with this guy in college. I still know him. He still lives around the way. And his mom is black. They live in South LA. You ask him, and he said this to me before, because I think we were talking about race. He's like, I don't know what you are. He said, but I'm a nigga. And I'm like, okay. And but I remember because we were both living up north.
How old is this man?
He old.
Yeah. I'm like, there's nobody under like 40 that would say anything like that.
Yeah, he's over 40. But I remember we were both living in the Bay Area, and we had traveled down, and we were going to stay at his parents' house. We got there early in the morning and stuff, so it's maybe 3 o'clock in the morning. We went to sleep when we got there, and in the morning time, I could hear his mom on the phone, and she's talking on the phone like, girl, yeah, I know. And I'm listening to this lady. I'm in the other room, and I was like, I thought you said your mom was white. And she is, but just listening to her, and she wasn't putting on an act or anything like that. That's just the way that she sounded. And honestly, when I saw her, I could have sworn she was a light-skinned black woman. Like, you had to be told that she was white.
Yeah. See, I agree there, Random Fish. I think I remember her saying she was Indigenous. Yeah. Right. Should we go back? I haven't seen the picture. Monty uses her picture as his avatar. Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look at that after. Let's just hear, because with what I want you to see is how this person is just so mean that he's using it. Okay, so he's trying to sort of use the Drake subject or topic as a way to react to this woman, but we soon see what he's really reacting to, what
Right.
he's really about.
He breaks down why those of us in the culture feel a certain way about Drake.
Oh,
Because
the
honestly
culture. All right.
speaking, a lot of people, they don't want to hear it sometimes.
Right.
When we say we know who's real and who isn't.
You think you know who's real and who isn't? This is what I'm talking about with music, and a lot of people don't understand what's real and what's fake.
All right, so we're going to listen to a musician now. Okay, pay attention, everybody. Pay attention.
Like, just because you hear somebody rapping or somebody put songs on tracks or, you know, do whatever, that doesn't mean that that person is real and that person is realer than the other person.
Oh my gosh.
It doesn't mean that at all.
Oh my
You know what I mean?
gosh.
You could
he's
just
an
feel the
idiot.
brain cells just
He's an idiot. Like
disintegrating listening to it. Yeah.
Right. He has no idea what he's talking about. Absolutely none.
Because 1 + 1 = 2. And then when you put 2 and 2 together, you get 4 every time.
Mm-mm.
What?
Oh God,
Mm-mm.
it's insane.
I mean,
Mm-mm.
don't think because you think you know somebody because of their music. You don't really know. You really don't. But I'll break it down to y'all.
We know who's for us and who ain't.
Yeah, we're waiting. All right, we're waiting for you to break down something to simplify things for us, because we haven't got any intelligence over here. So you do it, Slow-Mo. You do it.
We know who for us and who ain't. If I was to say the person, I wouldn't say Kendrick Lamar is one of those guys who's for us. I mean, you know,
Oh
I'd
my
say that, you know,
God.
he's a rapper and he does.
Say your bit, Bridge. Say your bit.
He's an idiot. He knows he has no idea what he's talking about. Like should I say he's conscious? Like Kendrick Lamar? Like he Kendrick Lamar's albums have always had a message.
Yeah, but we know that Slow Mama would never get the message. It would have to be screamed at him through a megaphone. He wouldn't get it. He wouldn't understand it. Oh, hi, Jay. No, I don't react to Peter over here. Sorry about that. But you're welcome to come in anyway. Nice to see you.
Does bring things to light, but is he one of those people that's going to take a drastic approach to something and it's not popular at the time, but he's going to take a stance, or he's going to risk it all kind of artist for the people? I don't believe that. I believe that Kendrick Lamar, a lot of times of his
no, let him go.
music and the things that he say, it's at a time where doing that is popularized, right? Being pro-black and holding up your fist and taking a knee.
When was that popular?
Because it worked out so well for Colin, right?
Right. When was that popular that everybody was like, yes, go and do this? That it didn't get a whole bunch of backlash.
He's just talking out of his backside, isn't he? It's quite interesting though to see him struggling so hard to even be able to form a sentence with words with, that are longer than 2 syllables. It's quite interesting.
We're not going to be mad at you for doing it. I'm gonna be that. The person that I would say, and I know a lot of people probably don't like, that takes chances and risks and don't give a fuck and willing to put it all on the line is Kanye West. I'm sorry.
Oh,
But that
good
nigga
Lord
10 years
have
ago when he said
mercy.
something that
Jesus Christ.
Oh God! And poor Kanye West is
Oh,
batty as. I mean, it's not
yes.
his fault. I know it's not his
Yes.
fault, and I'm not knocking him for that. But everybody knows that the guy has issues.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh my
Yeah.
God. I cannot believe this.
everybody was like, man, get him the fuck out of here. When he hopped on that Taylor Swift stage and told everybody Beyonce deserves that goddamn award, that nigga got dragged. That was the most unpopular thing you ever see in your life. But 10 years later, Jay-Z hopped on that stage and said exactly what Kanye said
Absolutely
10
not,
years
you
prior.
dumb idiot. No, he did not. He did not. Jay-Z was getting an award for himself, and he took a moment in time to talk about his wife and say, because Beyonce has never gotten like a Grammy for her for album of the year or whatnot, or something like that. And he took time out of his own speech to give his wife flowers, to give her recognition. It
Oh,
was
that's
totally
nice.
different. It was totally different.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
You know, like I quite often say, I want to live in Edna's life. I don't ever want to live in Yo Mama's life, ever. The daily struggles must be enormous. I just
No, I
can't.
think it's very much ignorance is bliss. I think he's just, la da 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 dee. You know, there's
Yeah,
no way
maybe.
he realizes
Random
what he's
Yeah.
talking about.
Random brings up a good point. Random's comment.
What, this one here?
Mm-hmm.
One thing I loved about Kanye was during Katrina and standing with Mike Myers, goes, George Bush hates black people, and Mike Myers froze. I still laugh at that. What's that then? I don't
Now,
understand.
so this happened years ago when the Katrina hurricanes happened and stuff, and they were doing all these telethons and stuff like that, and had all the celebrities there. And it was when Kanye first started out, and he wasn't that popular or anything. And they cut to him and Mike Myers, Kanye West and Mike Myers, and they were supposed to give their little speech about what's happening and stuff. And when it was Kanye's turn to talk, he said George Bush hates black people. And
Or doesn't care about black people.
Yeah.
It was wonderful, Jan. It was like the mic drop across the world.
Oh my
And they were just like,
God.
because it was like a pause because nobody expected it was live.
Yes.
Oh no.
Look, Mike Myers, he's sitting up there. He froze. He didn't know. He was like, And then they cut to Chris Tucker, and Chris Tucker, he wasn't ready. He's like,
Oh my God. Brilliant.
And that's when like all the black. Sorry. That's when all the black people were with Kanye. Like, yeah, he's down with us. He's speaking the truth and stuff like that.
Yeah. We got to speak out loud, you know. Anyway, I'm not going on one of those BLM TED talks. Let's move on.
He said, damn it, Beyonce has gotten more awards at the Academy Awards than any artist.
He don't know the
but
Academy
has not
Awards
yet got album of the year.
Mm-mm-mm.
But Kanye said that shit when everybody was throwing that nigga to the wolves. Kanye talked about the Diddy shit when everybody was loving Diddy. Everybody was Diddy bopping. People was like, what did you?
Yeah, that's funny. Let's laugh at that. Yeah. Right, let's move on because you're just prattling on about nothing.
It's like he's getting into his pastor mode.
I know. It's like, oh Jesus, man.
And then he talking about Beyonce winning an Academy Awards when Academy Awards are for movies. He don't know. He don't even know what he's
Well, maybe he hasn't realised that. Maybe, yeah. Oh, I think Barney's got a point here. People with low intelligence are lucky in perspective. It is easy for them to be happy because they live in their bubble most of the time, or the bubble of their mods. Yes, I agree. I agree that with that Slow Mama, definitely. And I think, you know, having these people that have appeared from nowhere, just, you know, throwing all this all these memberships at him. He's like, it's all gone to his head, and he thinks he's like well, I don't know what he calls himself now. He's got to have got above King of Girl World now, surely. So yeah, it's insane.
I don't believe that.
And let me see. Yeah, there it is. The most for the culture video. We're going to transition this over and get this popping, because Lone Wolf really does break down a lot of what we have problem wise with Drake. And I'm going to speed him up too, because I really want to get to the fun side as well.
I think people just need to look at Drake as an artist. I mean, he's an artist. I mean, I just don't get it.
Palate cleanser.
Of course you don't get it, because you're incredibly stupid. That's why you don't get it. Okay, open your mind. Learn something. Jeez.
And
he's not Farrakhan. Like, I just
really do want you to watch the rest of that breakdown of the history of the beef.
And that's what I don't like about my people.
Oh.
I don't like my people going against somebody and a successful person that we want. Like black people can never just be like, fuck it. Okay, it's cool that they beefing, or they got their little beef with each other. But I'm never gonna go, man, fuck that guy. I don't like Drake at all. Man, Drake is one of the most successful artists in the world. White people would love to have Drake in their category. You never see white people going, somebody that was top notch. You never see white people going at Eminem. They like, fuck it, Eminem got dissed, but we still ride with Eminem. It don't matter if the nigga fuck up or, whatever.
Ugh. Eminem got what? What is he talking about? And then, and especially all of the white actors and musicians that have done awful things, where the most of society has turned against them, including white people. He has no idea what he's talking about. He's so ignorant.
I know. It's painful, isn't it? Absolutely painful. Talk about bring the mood down. Jesus.
Ever his album sucked one year, or the second albums, they go fucking love Eminem. And if one artist is beefing with a Shotgun Kelly, whatever that other white dude named the rock
Machine Gun
was dissing Eminem, and they had a back and forth, you know what white people said? They said, we love both of y'all.
No, they did not. Hardly anybody even really knows who Machine Gun Kelly is or his music before he turned rock. She's so stupid.
Bridget, it's just entertainment. We don't need facts.
Okay, sorry.
Like, I don't even watching for entertainment.
I don't even follow rap like that, and I'm just like totally shocked that I know more than this idiot knows.
I'm not even going to pretend that I follow rap. It's just never been my no.
I mean, the beefs throughout, because I found this one channel that goes over like beefs throughout history in rap, and it's really interesting. I was like, okay, I'm gonna learn all this.
Someone's asking you to correct this, Bridge.
I don't think that I have the capabilities to do that, the know-how. I'm not, like I said, I'm not really that up on rap history. Like, I know a little bit, but
yeah, well, that doesn't stop old Slow Mama talking.
I don't want to be like him.
I know. Can you imagine? Just like, and the funny thing is that he actually believes himself.
Yeah.
He actually believes that what he's saying is right.
No, he can't possibly think.
Yes, he does.
I think what it is I think he's just BSing, and he thinks, well, if he's just talking slick enough, that he's, he sounds good in his own head, so he think he sounds good too. I think that's what it is. I don't think he really knows the word.
This is slick. This is slick, Edna.
Yeah, this is him talking slick.
Oh.
Do that. Black people always the type to want to choose a side. Always want to be like, if you don't like him, I don't like him. Nigga, he's the biggest artist in the world.
Isn't that the American way? We always choose a side. If there's a battle going on, we always choose a side. That's why we have sports teams. We always choose a side.
Do I regret being a member of his channel in the past?
I
Do you know what?
absolutely do.
It's running out. I think it expires on the 25th. Yay! Oh my God.
That must
I
have
was
been
a
the longest
member.
month of your life, huh?
Don't worry.
Oh.
Don't worry. You're gonna get a notification saying that Pets bought you another membership. Don't
Oh
worry.
my God.
I think it
No.
was no name for me. Thank you, girl.
I'm going to be worried now. Every time I sort of pop in there, I'm going to be worried that I get blooming given another membership. Can you imagine?
Just turn
Oh
it
my
off.
God. You don't watch sports. Oh, I'm a sports fanatic. I love it. Do you know what? Somebody, I think it's an account called Historic Videos or something on Twitter, and they put up the video of the Jamaican team winning the 4x100 relay. I tell you what, I played that at least 10 times. It's amazing. The buzz I get from seeing sports people is insane. And I've always been like that. I've always been like that. And it's not a black white thing. If someone's good at something, I'll watch them. It doesn't matter to me. But to see the Jamaicans doing so well and beating the Americans hands down, and Usain Bolt was on the final leg. Oh my God. I was so, yeah. I was like, loved it. Loved it. Sorry, I do love my
Is it
sport.
just about beating the Americans, Jen?
Yes.
Yeah. Who was it who said? Somebody said that I'm anti-American. Oh God. Yeah, all right then. I just agree. I just agree with them. Do you know what I mean? They talk absolute rot. So it's like, yeah, go on, you carry on.
So you're not
Listen,
denying it. Got it.
I'm telling you, I've got more Jamaican. I've got more. They should be called Jamaican actually, because they're Jamaicans that live in America. I've got more American family than I've got British family. So yeah. Okay. What's that, Gia? You definitely cried watching that. I loved it. I'm telling you, I loved it. I love Jan's Jamaican Pride. Oh yeah, I am. So what this idiot is saying here is it's just ridiculous. I can't even think of another word for it. It's just ludicrous.
I
The
mean,
things that he's saying.
he acts
How?
like the whole East Coast, West Coast like beef didn't happen back in the day with Tupac and Biggie. Like they were both black and everybody chose a side. You're either
Yeah.
on Biggie's side or Tupac's side.
Mhm. That's what happens.
Mhm.
It's yeah. Anyway, it's impossible trying to, or it's just a complete waste of time trying to explain anything to this guy
Mhm.
in his plastic kids shades. Yeah.
Black dude in our category. We want Kendrick Lamar in our category. We just don't know how.
Oh, shut up! You're getting right on my nerves now. Right, is Kalari gonna say? Is he gonna let her say something else now?
Love them both. I'm glad today all those people that hated Biggie like they did, they don't have the same hate for Biggie now.
Because
Now
he
you see
did.
them
It's been
same
20
motherfuckers that
years.
was like,
Shut up, you moron! Jesus.
oh, that's why it's so funny what Chappelle did on the black delegation. And
Nobody's interested. Nobody gives a toss what you've got to say. I just want to hear what Kalari's saying, because I want to hear when he switches over to just hating on Kalari for being Kalari.
Because my ex used to do that shit. Now,
What's
I'm
your
not
ex?
saying he didn't have family that may have been connected to certain things because he was half Sicilian.
Oh,
But most Italians don't brag about shit like that. And I like to remind people, I'm from New York City.
oh,
When you're connected, you ain't putting that shit out there. And if you're not connected, you're
oh my goodness. No Fronts was with the mob. Now I see why.
So yeah, we've got a name for her. No fronts. Okay, yeah, that's it. Oh, what a big man you are, mocking somebody for their looks. What an upstanding man he is.
She is so connected with FFG.
He thinks everything's connected with FFG.
No,
That's
because
what
he's
so
saying
sad.
because FFG said that her granddad was in the Jewish mafia.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe he was. We don't know. I mean, we're not gonna. Anyway, I don't talk on things I don't know about. I'd just rather say, well, I just don't know anything about it. Do you know what I mean? But
Mhm.
these people, they paint their own narratives and just go along with it. It's
Mhm.
insanity.
Mhm.
Now I see why. Now I see why you so connected with FFG. This whole mob mentality that you got going on. I'm learning a lot about you, Kalari. I'm learning a lot about you. Go ahead.
Offended that anybody would assume you were.
Mhm.
Being a part of that life, no, it is not a brag thing, because A, you don't want eyes on you, and B, you don't want to be associated to the dark things they do. But to Drake, it's a contest and a costume that he can put on, and it just, like I said,
What? A costume that he can put on? Why are you just relaying that to Drake? 90% of the fucking rap artists, all of them exaggerate being these criminals and these gangsters. You know Rick Ross, Carly?
I knew he was gonna bring that up.
I haven't got a clue who he's talking about, but because he's such a dick. Did you want to say anything on that, Bridge?
Because Rick Ross was a correction officer or something like that, and people found out about it. His points are unimportant.
Yeah. Okay, so Random Fish says the Italian and Jewish mafia were greatly tied in the US around the time Vegas became a gambling city. Oh, okay. Okay. So I guess they used to run Vegas, did they? Or have big fights and yeah. Reading up about the mafia is quite interesting, I think.
Mhm.
And scary. Very scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like learning about things. The mafia built Chicago and New York City. Be thankful. Okay, did they? Did they really? Okay. Let's move on. I just want to see. Okay, I just want to hear what she says, really.
Mhm.
Kalari was an actual real guy, but not from Miami. Rick Ross was actually from Los Angeles.
Nobody cares. Nobody
Right.
cares where he was from.
Right.
Right.
I did no.
I'm gonna take the Degrassi shade because it was actually a fun drama to watch.
No.
But yeah, I can see why
FFG liked it.
Some people thought it was corny.
Possible. He was a Canadian gangster trapping out of the.
Okay, so as Highlight Grocery says, oh no, sorry, it was the other one. It's the other one I wanted to read. Oh, I've lost it, about him just being interested in the money. Oh yeah, it was this one. Barney, he won't admit it, but he's also about the money. Yes, it is. It's all about the money. And that's why when I was saying, look at the people that he puts in his titles, it's all about the money, getting eyes on. But anyone, listen, they're not going to put up with all this screaming and shouting. I saw somebody, I think it was in his comments the other day, say, I just can't bear all the histrionics. It's just too much. To shut off members for a week, no reply. Okay. All right. Right. I just don't want to hear him rambling. Hang on. Let's see when he starts talking about. Okay, so if we go to about here, all right.
I was dirt poor. I didn't have a pot to piss in, and now I'm here. Started from the bottom can mean absolutely anything.
Oh, this is another one where he doesn't get the nuance right. Bridge, you missed this one because she was saying about it, somebody starting at the bottom and working their way up. Now, listen to how this moron tries to grasp the understanding of it. He has absolutely no comprehension skills.
Mhm.
I'm not getting him laughing. Jesus. All right, let's go from here.
In fact, I didn't have an album. I wasn't. Nobody would hear me out. And then one artist I gave a record to gave me a little some promotion.
Gave him a yeah, and there you are. It was such a good promotion that you're now in the garage, wherever, with that god awful background. So yeah, well done, mister. You done good.
And I got a little bit of buzz, and then my buzz grew. That could be what he's talking about.
Wrong. Has he even listened to the song? He was talking about living in his mama's house, not having anything, basically struggling in life. That's what he says in the song. That's a Drake song. He don't even know the song.
Yeah, but you know what? Because he likes, listen, oh, Mr. Blooming proud black man. He only likes white music, he was saying once. He likes all the, not rock and roll, heavy rock. He likes rock music. He was saying, how come nobody's pulled him up on that? Yeah. I don't forget, you know. Just don't.
I have to be talking about I was dirt ass poor. That wasn't even in the song. I was dirt poor. I didn't have a pot to piss in, and now I'm here. Started from the bottom can mean absolutely anything. But this moron, when he said that in the song.
Sorry, who you calling a moron? Who are you calling a moron? Bloody 40-year-old looking like a 12-year-old boy. Shut your mouth.
He gotta be on Section 8. This is so fucking dumb.
A lot of kids didn't have. If my mom had really messed up, which sometimes she did, we had a place to go always. But, you know, I really feel like there are people that wear our reality as an accessory.
What you don't understand is music like that helps people. It pumps people up. It gets them motivated. It motivates them to do better. It motivates them to grow. It motivates them. It's motivational music. Does that mean that you what you're saying you actually experienced 100%? No. Everybody fabricates in their music. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Well, maybe you should play some of your old live streams back. Then you'll hear some dumb stuff. Okay? If you think what she's saying is dumb, just listen to yourself, matey. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for people making money on YouTube. It's what it's for. But he needs to shut up about others making money while he's doing the same. Exactly. When do I talk about making money on here? I'm not on here to make money. I'm on here because I used to be an entertainer. I'm artistic. I'm creative. I love creating things. So the money is nothing to me. And people don't believe that. And, you know, you find that the people that money is their driving force are the people that mock the amount of people that come to my live stream, that mock the amount of people that watch my videos, because that's all they're interested in. It's all about the money, money, money. So if you're going to come in and be stupid, then you'll get blocked, all right? Right, let me see. He's going to double down on this Drake stuff just to go against Kalari. Probably. Highlight Groceries is excited for his next stream. He said he's going to be dressed up again. I think he should go along that route. Just keep dressing up and making yourself look even more stupid. Just do that. Because nobody's taking anything that he says seriously. You know? Your current panel is much better than your old panelist. What? Who's my old panelist? Oh, do you mean my old panelist? Like with Carlton and that? I enjoy chilling. Do you know what? I've said it. I say it every single time. I'm happy. I'm happy with this little group. I've got Edna. She's snoring slightly. I can hear her
No.
snoring. Yeah, yeah. But this is quite interesting. Are you happy to go on for another 10 minutes?
Absolutely.
Yeah? Okay.
Started from the bottom. Were you on welfare? Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. Through here, this is our wonderful space.
And I'm not going to front. When we lived with my grandparents, I had the whole basement apartment to myself.
Now, I'm saying all of this and I'm playing this for y'all because you had a lot to say about Drake being wrong and starting from the bottom and getting his culture and all that other shit incorrect and him being a white boy and all of that. But I'm saying all of this because the hypocrisy. What I find very hypocritical is you didn't have no complaints about your man, your husband, who was 100% wrong on black culture. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a minute.
Oh, I'm not being mean to Edna. Edna, have I upset you, darling? Wake up, Edna.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Are you going to go wandering along the streets of YouTube again, looking for another community? Yeah, listen, Edna couldn't give a monkeys. She's as high as a kite, just lying there.
And it's chilling. And it's chilling. He's chilling.
She's fine. She's fine. But we love our Edna here. No, I'm not purposely mean. It's just the way I am. Yeah, and just a bit. What's the word? Sarcastic. Gia says Edna is muted and sobbing. Oh, I don't think anyone would do that. No, Sasha. No, so I like to think Edna's comfortable over here. She can do her own thing. Oh, was that a groan? You're right, Edna.
She's good.
Yeah. Okay.
I know, I'm good.
Okay. We'll find her wandering
You guys
about on the
crack me
motorway
up.
after this. Right, okay. Right, so now he's going to twist. He's going to twist it all around now. Okay. So it's all about Drake and the hypocrisy. Okay, here we go.
Do we got the tape? We got the tape.
Okay.
Here, you are sitting next to your uncultured husband, and he about to say something that's so crazy that I was like, what? I had a double take. But here it is. Roll it.
For any movie anymore right now.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Like, I don't understand what people had a problem with Black Panther. I liked.
We're going to talk about Black Panther.
Okay.
And why he thought, why would anybody have a problem with Black Panther? You know, I thought it was a good movie with African Americans. I gotta go back a little bit.
Okay.
I gotta go back a little bit because
like not having diverse movies. I will wait and rent it when it becomes digitally available. I will add to the digital stream. I am not going to risk my health to go to a movie theater for any movie anymore right now.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Like, I don't understand what people.
I must just say, doesn't she look cute there? Don't you think she looks so cute? And the way she's looking at him. I just think she looks so cute. God love her.
People had a problem with Black Panther. I liked seeing the cultural differences between what I normally get to see and how the people of Wakanda actually live. That was.
Oh, you know he meant well.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, but of course, Yo Mama's going to twist it around. It's all going to be on Kalari's shoulders, and everybody in Yo Mama's chat is now going to go and attack Kalari because of something that her white husband said. Just leave it out. What do you think, girls?
I'm waiting for the white man to talk about Wakanda.
Yeah, I I don't remember exactly because I think I dozed off or something. Like I wasn't really paying attention, so I don't want to say too much.
Edna was drooling on the
Yeah.
couch by then. You know, when you sleep and her mouth was open. What did he say?
People of Wakanda actually live. Nigga, do you not know that Wakanda is
One thing is he isn't the M word, so why call him that? All right. I mean, you're old. See, this is what pisses me off, really. He's got 3 small children, and there's no need to throw in the N word there. Okay, just cut it out.
made up?
Oh, God. So he's now going to go on and on and on about how they weren't real people or it wasn't a real place. Okay. Oh, does he stop there? Oh, no. Looks like he's going on a bit more. I just don't want a whole... Oh, he's just going to be roaring now. Fake.
He's in the front while the men are barbecuing. I'm interested. Why is the chicken always fried? You guys got anything grilled around here? I'm just saying, any of these tables?
Well, he thinks it's funny. Right, we don't really want to hear any more of what
I mean, did she correct him and be like,
I don't know if she does, but then we're not going to know that because we know Slow-Mo is very quick to stop, isn't he, when he's playing a video, so we don't know.
Well, because maybe they were giving their review from the point of like being in the world. You know what I mean? Like sometimes people do that.
Yeah.
It bashed this particular.
I enjoyed it too. It was an enjoyable experience to see Africans in spaceships. It felt real.
Oh, shut up, man. Yeah, absolutely, Sasha. He just plays and he stops it really quickly. And do you remember when he used to go on about people being trigger happy and on the keyboard to stop the video time, and now he does it all the time.
Yep. Because he, like Edna said, too, the Kalari's husband could have been talking about like say that you're talking about Metropolis when you're talking about Superman or whatever, and he could have been like, okay, I wanted to see how the people of Metropolis live, even though it's not a real place. So he might not necessarily meant that he thought Wakanda was real.
No, but then I know, but of course, Slow Mama is going to make out that he actually believed it was a real place and blah 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 blah, and it's like not everybody is as literal thinking as Slow Mo is, and yeah, you need to see the whole thing to understand exactly, what he's sort of saying. Get the context, man.
It felt real seeing Africans in fucking spaceships.
And then again, he's missing on what the guy is actually saying. Maybe the guy hadn't seen. I don't know what we're talking about. I mean, what is it? Is it a cartoon? I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I mean, the guy was being fairly open here and trying to say that he was open-minded. In my opinion, that's what he was trying to say, that he was open-minded and it was nice to see something that perhaps portrayed, black people in a different way. Maybe that's all he was trying to say.
Right.
But this idiot is just going to make it into something completely different. And you should have seen what the chat was saying. They were vile. I'm not even going to show you. They were vile. To not only Kalari, but to her husband.
That nigga was doing this through the whole...
Oh, shut up.
What is he talking?
Here he is, Mr. Bojangles. All right. So I think...
are, how I mean, you see clips and how they were raised. He was raised with his white mom, he's raised with his white grandma. But at the end of the day, he's still African American. He's still black. His daddy black.
He's not African American.
He just doesn't get it. I think Yo Mama goes by the one drop rule, doesn't he? I think that's what it is.
No, but I don't know if Drake has an American citizenship, but African American are African Americans. They're black people in America. That's like saying that you're African American, Jan.
Yeah, I'm not. I know.
No, it's like words mean things.
Yeah, I mean, African Americans are they seen as different to Black Americans?
That's a loaded subject. Because you saw me like a few weeks ago. I'm arguing with all these black people because there's a distinction. Some people say Black American, some people say African American, and it's a big thing. And then they separate themselves from black people that were descendants of enslaved people, and then the black immigrants or the Africans that come over from Africa. So some people make those distinctions.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's quite a loaded subject, and it's one that would be nice to have a chat about one day, but not with Yo Mama in the room.
Oh no!
We tried that one. But yeah, it's like, I mean, do you fill out forms over there, like when you have to say what your ethnicity is? Yeah, well, we do as well, and I'm trying to think what they say. They say black British, black and British, or black, something like that. And I've always said mixed. And then if you go down a bit, if you're lucky, it will say white, or it will say Caribbean and white, and that's the one I tick. But yeah, I mean, why we have to be put into boxes, I don't know, when everybody's life experience is so different, you know. So yeah. Okay, so he identifies as a Black American. So what's his ancestry then? So is he denying his ancestry?
Wait, listen, that's the same with Smokey Robinson. Smokey Robinson says he is not African American. He said he is Black. So like it's a big subject here in America.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe one day we can have that chat, you know, because be interesting.
I feel like I'm more of like I identify more from like the older generation that would say Black over African.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, but then they're always. But then, as a Black, right? You're right. Okay, I'm probably going to get in trouble for saying this, but I believe that if you're Black and in America, right, you're not indigenous, right? Okay.
Oh, that's another thing. That's another thing, Jan. You got those are the people that I've been arguing with on Twitter. They say they are indigenous Americans. They are Black indigenous Americans.
Well, no, that can't be right, though, can it?
Well, are they saying that they're part Black and Native American, or they're saying they're somehow Black? That makes them.
They are Black indigenous.
I don't think that's how that works.
I was trying to understand it because at first I thought, are you saying that you are Native American?
Yeah.
But then they're like, we are natives, and I'm just like, but what tribe? It was so confusing.
I don't think they understand what Native means in that context.
Well, the argument is that Black people were here before America was discovered. They didn't come from slaves.
No, they weren't, though. I don't think they were. Anyway, listen.
See, this is what happens when you distort the textbooks and you call slaves unpaid labor and all that kind of nonsense. You know, you have people that don't know what size, up is north, or you know what I mean? They're all confused because this is basic history here.
It is, but I understand as Americans, you aren't taught that in school, are you?
Tell
I
what?
used to
Yeah.
I used to be friends with a black guy in American,
Mhm.
and he never learned anything. I talked about apartheid once, and he said, "What's that?"
Hmm.
He didn't even know what apartheid was, and I said,
It
"Really? You don't know
depends.
what that is?"
It depends on your age because I know like we learned about that stuff because
Hmm.
there was like a Disney movie at the time. What was it called? The Color of Friendship that spoke about it. Or it was like somewhat regarding like the apartheid in Africa and like we learned about it, but I know kids nowadays they probably don't. I would be
Uh-oh.
surprised if they did.
Look at Gia, you about to get me on something else.
Okay, what's this? I thought everyone originated from Asia. That's what I learnt. No,
I,
I've not heard that. I've not heard that, GR.
I thought everybody came from Africa.
Yeah, I thought well, not everybody, but black people. Yeah.
No, that humans originated from Africa. That's what I learned. Who you talking about?
Okay.
You talking about Trevor Noah, Gia?
He's interesting. He's a South African, isn't he?
I like him.
I thought the American indigenous were from Asia.
Yeah,
I thought they were from
they traveled across the Bering
yeah,
Strait. Yeah.
Asia, India,
Hmm.
you mean? India and places like that.
Hmm.
Yeah. Even after listen, girls, we should do this. Let's do a live on this. Let me know when you want to do it. Bridge, if you want to get some bits together, send them over to me, and then I can put them all up on the screen, like even the squabbles that you had with your Twitter thing, with your Twitter
Yeah.
pals. Unless you want to do it on your channel, I really don't mind, honey.
We can do it on yours. You said about apartheid. Trevor taught me about it. Yeah, I love Trevor Noah. He's very intelligent.
Yeah, he is actually.
Hmm.
My daughter told me about him.
Hmm.
And I think the South African story is very different, and it
Hmm.
seems as if it's quite separate from the American story. And I think, if you're not taught that
Hmm.
in American education, if it's not on the curriculum, so to speak, then that's a huge part of Black history that
Hmm.
is important that everybody knows about, because they're still suffering from it to this day.
Hmm.
I mean, it's much better nowadays, but I mean, Johannesburg is still one of the most dangerous places, in the world.
Trevor, I think in his book, because I read his book, which was very good too. He talks about the difference between America and basically South African apartheid and how they kind of healed off of it.
Yeah.
He has a very good book.
Yeah, we've got, I don't know if you have as well, but we've got a lot of South Africans that have come over here over the past, I don't know, say 20 years, from South Africa, because the blacks were taking their place. It was all turning against them because
Mm-hmm.
the whites were very much in charge for many, many years.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was sort of an uprising, and a lot of the whites left, and a lot of them came over here. But they are all whites. It's very unusual to find a black South African over here.
Wow.
Well, as far as I know,
Mm-hmm.
I haven't met any, whereas I've met, quite a few, because they're quite, because they were like the white South Africans, they had good jobs over there. So they came over and became very sort of instrumental and very well seen in the top jobs over here. So
Oh.
many doctors, and one of my daughters worked in a vet's for a while, and they were all South African in there, and not one of them was white. You never heard. I might be talking out of my ass, but I personally do not know of any black South Africans over here. So that's something else to look after as well. to
Mhm.
look out for. So yeah, I think that'd be good.
Mhm.
And also you, Edna, if you want to send me over anything, and I'll compile a couple of PowerPoints.
I don't think I have anything, but if I come across it, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, it's going to be a really interesting subject. I'm looking forward to that. Definitely looking forward to that, and also to your contribution, Bridge, because I know, as you said, you've had this sort of conversation with
I have
people.
learned so much from these Black African indigenous people. Learned so much that I did not know.
So wait, do they have a point?
It just feels like, I don't know, but it just feels like to me they're trying to separate themselves, because like I said, they separate themselves from like the immigrant, like Black immigrants that come over, like even from like Jamaica or wherever they like, they call them tethers, like they're trying to tie on to the Black American experience, and it's just weird to me. Even like like people's parents who were from like Jamaica, and then they come over and they were born in America, and they're still saying these kids of Jamaican immigrants, they're not like African American or Black people. They're different from us.
Oh,
Right.
interesting. I need to have this conversation with some of my relatives then. Some of my
Well, I
American
mean, but this
relatives.
is what I was saying, where you could be culturally Black or culturally part of it, part of the culture. You could be, you can be by blood, like biologically, or you know what I mean. There's different ways, because it's like your experience is going to be different if you have a direct link to the culture versus somebody like, I could say, oh, I'm part X, Y, and Z, but if I'm not from the culture to know like exactly what that really means, it's not the same thing as somebody who, has family back in the country, maybe who can go visit and really know what the day to day is like.
There's this comedian, Godfrey, Black comedian, and he has a joke where he's talking about like he was in school and stuff like that, and then his friends would call over to the house, and his dad is Nigerian, from Nigeria, and so his dad would answer the phone like hello, and like his friends were all shocked that his dad had this thick Nigerian accent, and then when they talked to him, they were like, dude, I didn't know you were Nigerian. I thought you were regular Black. And he's like,
no. Oh my God.
That's what I used to say. People are but no, because I grew up around, like, from where I am or where I grew up, you would think I would be a different kind of way. And it's just like, no, I just, I went to predominantly white schools. So we didn't say ain't, and, just different things that, it was just different. But yeah, that's how it is, where it's a very different experience, even though, like, looking at my, like, I don't know how to describe it. But I understand.
Yeah, it's going to be in a very interesting conversation, because I think we've all got different outlooks, and we've got all different insights and everything. So I think it'll be really interesting to have that. So yeah, let's do that, girlies. Let's do that. Let's finish on Barley's comment. I consider myself international, not Austrian. I have too many homes and lived in too many places to say I belong somewhere. But I'm proud to be Austrian. I have the culture from all the places. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
That is interesting. But when you fill out a form, you can't put I'm international. So you have to say I'm Austrian.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the end of that. Anyway, yeah, I'm not being flippant there, Barley, but I am. Anyway, girls, thanks so much for coming. As usual, it's a great stream again. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
And to chat, you're learning, girls. You're learning. I heard you laugh, Jeffrey. Shut your face. All right, just shut it. Okay. Thanks for coming in, everyone, and everyone in the chat, people taking part. Lovely to see you all. And yeah, great stream. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. So guys, I'll see you next week. Have a fabulous weekend. And whatever you do, you take care of yourselves out there because it's a rotten old world. Until next time, bye-bye for now.